Well, welcome Brick fans to a Big Creator episode here on The Brick Show. 10241, and this is our Maersk line Triple E. This is a creator set, 12 and up, recommended ages, 1,518 pieces. And this is the largest container vessel in the world. Right here. There it is. And you will see this up close. I will show you kind of a view from the distance so you can see it on the table here, and then we will kind of zoom in and show you the Maersk line up close and personal. Let's look at it. And so there she is on the table in all of her container ship glory. Now, you can see kind of how long my table is. I know a lot of you have seen it before. And as you can see there, it is a massive ship. So it's, I mean, you can just look at the amount of containers there. And yes, I am taking pride in how straight I put many of those stickers. There are a few that maybe are a little off, but for the most part, they are good there. So we've got our display stand that you can see here with a lot of the specs that are, you know, part of the ship here, part of the container vessel, as you can see there, built in 2013. So very nice looking ship. And, you know, we will show you the detail of the ship here, of the vessel, up close. And starting from the front of the ship is where we will begin. And this is kind of one of the main features here that the ship has as far as features go, and that is you lift this piece up, and what do you see inside? You see a gold, we've got the gold Lego coin there, and that is because that is the good luck gold coin that all of these container vessels put on their ships. Just want you to, you can see there, it's hard to move the ship, but there we go. So you can see that's the golden coin that is placed there. So I think that's a nice little touch there. The fact that we have the gold coin in the front there, and it's just cool. Now we do get all these container ships, and these are basically just your regular 4x2 building block, and there's just a bunch of them. And then you get your flat top, you get your 4x2 flats, and there's two of those, and then a flat tile on top to make the top container on each one. And then that is what the stickers go on. On each side you have stickers on both, and then there's the blue throughout. It's mainly gray, then you got the blue throughout. So as you can see here, as you go along, we've got basically 5 rows of ships here, or of containers on the front of the ship, and you can see there just, you know, the space that's there. And then, you know, here's a little bit of the inside, take that out, of the cabin, which you could, you know, fit some figures or something down there if you wanted to under these. Well, I mean, you could actually fit a lot of figures even with the container ships on here, because you can see they all have that. So I mean, look at all the space under it that you can fit even with those on there. So that's how that works. And then you can just throw all of them back on here. These are in the front. We've got our, like every ship, the navigation lights in the front, the red and the green. And then as we move along, we've got our life piece here, our life preserver, or our life float. And then this piece can grab it and bring it out. So we've got the clip here that holds it, but then that piece actually you can take off there, and then
put it onto there. And then that moves. And we actually do get a nice gun there, as you can see. That holds the clip. Now this is a sticker there. And as you can see in most of these stickers on this ship, they cover multiple bricks. So it's, like I'll show you here, you know, you got the 4x2s that they're covering, but then these, they go over 3 different bricks. So, you know, a bit different. We don't usually see that, but we are here. And then same thing with this, it's covering the bricks there. And then let's move it along here. So there you can see where the captain would be if the captain were on the vessel. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows. And again, I'll just take these off so you can see the amount of space that you get in there. And as you can see there, it's just a lot of space. A lot of space. And like all the others, you just pop them back on. So these were all actually in the 3rd bags, the number 3 bags, 3rd manual. And then moving on to the back of the vessel here, this is where we can see our engine through the portholes here, the clear portholes. They're more like port windows there. And we've got our engine. So, and then we can take, there's 3 more containers in the back. So you can see there's the engines. We are just going to leave them there. You can take them and take them out, but it's kind of annoying and there's really no reason to. But you can see down there, you can kind of see the pin that goes, and you got your propellers right in the back behind the 8-cylinder engines here. And there's some more space there. There's more space there. So, and then as we move on down here, we can see there's our gold propellers. And so, and then there's another sticker. And then we do have our light in the back, which is kind of cool. And then this is where we're getting our motion from, our movement, which way we're going to turn and whatnot. So that's kind of how that works. Now again, you just got the full range there, and then you just pop these pieces back on, which again, you make a lot of those in the number 2 steps, number 2 manual. And then you can just throw those, actually, it goes there. That slips there, and we are moving along. It doesn't matter which way these go because there's stickers and ship containers on both sides. So, and then again, you can flip that as needed. So, very large. Let me just run it through one more time. There's the back of your Maersk line. Triple E container vessel.
So you saw the ginormous Maersk line creator set. I mean, this is very large, and I will say this. Well, let me show you this first. This, you get 2 instruction manuals, and the number 1, you know how like in the architecture series you get a lot of info about the actual build, what it is in real life. You get that, there's a couple pages here, you get a little bit of the designer footage of it, and then just the specs of the container ship, and then just a little bit about Maersk and stuff like that. So, you know, a little bit different, which is nice. Now this is an expert build. So that brings me to my next point. Now, I built this in like 2 hours, but, it's a big but, Mel, who has been on the show before, my friend Mel, he loves to build. So he came over and he said, I want to build something. I said, well, let's build the container ship. Got out the box, said we could do this. So basically what he did was the number one bag, so there's 3 numbered bags, and there's probably 5 or 6 bags per number. So, you know, there's 6 number 1 bags, 6 number 2 bags, 6 number 3 bags, about that, in that area. And he did the number 1, which was basically the base of the boat. Kind of the main guts of the boat, the engine, stuff like that. Now, then I did bag 2 and 3, which was mainly the rails here that are in the middle of the ship that divide the containers up, and I did the stacks here, you know, just like these smaller builds that are on the top of the ship. So his actually took a while. His took 2 hours, and then it was basically for number 2 and number 3 bags. It was about an hour each because there's a lot of repetition. These brown rails are a lot of repetition, and then obviously you can see these are a ton of repetition. And it actually took me longer to do the stickers than the actual build. And as you saw in the close-up, I am priding myself right now in how I did these stickers better than I usually do. Usually the stickers are something I don't always get exact. This one I didn't do too bad of a job on, which I think is key to making this, you know, look realistic and, you know, to kind of get the detail of it. So you see a lot of Maersk stickers on both sides of the container vessel, which is cool. And like I said, that took me longer probably to put the stickers on than the build for that. But again, a lot of repetitious build with the number 3 bags. And because of that, it just didn't take that long. So you built, like I said, I built 2 and 3. Mel built the number 1, and then we put it all together, and here we had it. So very cool. And we wanted to get this done before Brick Fair, Alabama. So that's how we were able to do that. So this will be on display at Brick Fair, Alabama at our booth. So you guys can check that out. Those of you who will be there. If you're watching this beyond that, then you could care less about what I'm saying. So, in the description is a link where you can see all of our other creator reviews there, a lot of the modular builds, all the creator sets that we have done videos on, and great pictures, great video reviews, all can be seen at brickshow.tv. And you can check those out. Very nice. As far as a rating goes, I will say, I'm going to say a 9.5. I just think it's cool. The expert build, I mean, it was a little easier than I thought, as far as time-wise goes. But it's a great display ship, if that's what you're looking for. This has that to it. So, that is my rating. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on The Brick Show.